organization CARP, which is dedicated to the preserving, training, and releasing of the critically endangered Chinese alligator. The Chinese alligator is one of the only two known living species of alligators. Its scientific classification is Kingdom Animalia, Phylum Chordata, Class Sauropsida, Order Crocodilia, Family Alligatoridae, Genus Alligator, and Species Alligator sinensis. A long time ago, it was found all over China. However, now it only lives along the Yangtze River in China. The reduction of their population was caused by habitat loss for agricultural use, rat poisoning, they eat rats, and the decrease in wild nests, most of which don't even produce viable offspring.
The Chinese alligator is listed as a CITES, Convention of the International Trade of Endangered Species, Appendix 1 species, which creates huge restrictions on its exploration and trade. It's also on the IUCN Red List as a critically endangered species. There are less than 200 individuals in the wild, with only 50 that are adults. In the On-High Reserve, there are 10,000 captive alligators. Sometimes these captive alligators are killed for consumption, because their meat is supposedly very healthy for you. Others are even allowed to roam on the streets with their mouths taped shut.
Our mission is to preserve and research the Chinese alligators that are still alive today but critically endangered. Our job is to keep this rare reptile species away from extinction, so our descendants will be able to see them as well. We have many goals, such as to do extensive research on the remaining population in order to find effective ways to preserve them, and create a preservation program and headquarters based in places along the Yangtze River where the population is the greatest. We will also start projects and events to receive donations in order to fund our preservation program, publicize our efforts so citizens will come to our alligator reserve programs and events. We will also create connections with more widely based endangered species NGOs in order to gain support and share information or resources. Start a CARP education program for international schools in China as they will benefit our NGO the most. Try to make contact with some companies in China and convince them to support our cause, and also use the alligator reserve as a place to train alligators in order to return them to their natural environment.
NGOs in order to spread and build our reputation, in order to gain support for our cause. We will start the CARP education program for international schools, starting in Shanghai, to teach the international community about the Chinese alligator. We will recruit members from all over China that understand English so as to communicate with each other. Knowing Chinese will be a bonus, as they will be able to liaise with the local Chinese citizens. We will raise awareness about our cause as much as possible, and we will also create bank accounts and learn more about construction companies and worker companies in order to plan for the building of our
we've used the money that we've earned in the previous year to try and build a headquarters for CARP. If possible, start construction of the alligator preserve with the leftover funds. We want to keep gaining donations, but spread events to cities and local population, not only international schools. We would use the influence and reputation we've earned to get support from local companies. We try to recruit more members. Most members will need to know Chinese, and all will need to know English, except for some special cases. Start contacting scientists or biologists interested in the Chinese alligators and learn from them. And start researching and planning for the capture of wild alligators, lending of captive alligators from the On-High Reserve.
In Year 3, if headquarters are finished, we will recruit people to do research, manage funds, organize events, liaise with companies, and maintain facilities to work at headquarters. If the alligator preserve is finished, we will do all we can to fill it with alligators, hire trainers and staff to train these alligators and take care of them in order to release them into the wild and up the amount of wild Chinese alligators. We will organize larger events in order to raise more awareness and gain more funds. We will try and gain more sponsors, local and international, and spread our education program as wide as possible in China. We will retain strong connections with other large NGOs in order to share funds, support, and supply.